Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. If you love a cozy, peaceful home but often feel overwhelmed by the chaos that comes with daily life, you're in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to share some simple yet powerful cleaning and organizing tips that can truly change the way your home feels. Have you ever spent hours cleaning only to wake up to the same mess again? I've been there too. When life gets busy and energy runs low, our homes can start to feel more chaotic than comforting. But here's the truth. It's not about cleaning more, it's about building smarter habits and simple systems. In this video, I'll share practical time-saving methods to keep your home tidy effortlessly, even when you're busy, tired, or just not in the mood to clean. I've personally tried every tip you'll see today, and trust me, they work. My home now stays cleaner for longer. I save time every day and my mind feels calmer and lighter. So grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and stay with me till the end. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow because I have many more cleaning secrets coming your way that you won't want to miss. Let's begin with our first topic, less hiding, more harmony. I used to believe that the key to a clean home was hiding everything behind closed doors, tucking clutter away into drawers, cabinets, and boxes. But over time, I realized that sometimes the very act of hiding things makes us forget about them. We open a drawer one day and see chaos staring back at us. That's when I discovered the beauty of open storage, a small shift that completely transformed the way I organize and feel about my home. Open storage means using shelves, baskets, or fabric bins without doors or lids. Everything is visible, reachable, and surprisingly easier to keep neat. When items are within sight, we tend to put them back where they belong. It's not just about organization, it's about awareness. You see what you have, what you use, and what you no longer need. This simple visibility makes cleaning faster and more natural. Think of your everyday items, keys, towels, skincare products, or mugs. When they're stored openly on shelves or in baskets, you don't waste time opening drawers or rummaging through piles. Each item seems to say, "Here I am, ready when you need me," and when you're done returning it to its place takes only a second. That's why open storage is perfect for busy people who want to keep things tidy without spending too much effort. Of course, the secret to making open storage work beautifully is keeping less but keeping better. Too many things on display can make a space feel overwhelming, so I always remind myself to curate to display only what I love or use often. A few neatly folded towels on a wooden shelf, glass jars filled with tea leaves, or woven baskets holding small essentials can look not only organized but also cozy and stylish. In a way, open storage is a reflection of life itself. When we choose simplicity and transparency, everything feels lighter. The less we hide, the easier it is to maintain order both in our homes and in our minds. Once you start embracing it, you'll notice how your space begins to breathe. You'll clean less, but enjoy your home more. So next time you feel overwhelmed by clutter, try leaving some shelves open. Let your home and your heart feel the calm that comes from seeing everything clearly right where it belongs. And speaking of creating space that truly breathes, tomorrow's video will take this idea even further. I'll be sharing what to let go of before the festive season begins, simple, practical things to declutter so your home feels lighter and ready for the holidays. Don't miss it. You'll thank yourself later. Once you start embracing open storage and simplicity, the next natural step is giving every item a home of its own. Because when everything knows where it belongs, peace quietly returns to your space and to your mind. Now let's move on to everything has a place, life feels calmer. Here's a truth I learned after years of trying to be tidy. Tidiness doesn't come from endless cleaning. It begins with one simple principle: every item needs a home. When each object has its own spot, life instantly becomes easier. The keys that used to disappear, they now rest in a small dish by the door. The pens that once rolled under the table, they sit neatly in a jar on my desk. Even the remote control has its own little tray on the coffee table. It's not just about being organized, it's about giving things a sense of belonging so that you too can feel at ease in your own space. Here's how I do it. Items used every day, like your phone charger, favorite mug, or skincare products, deserve the easiest, most reachable spots. They should be within arm's reach so you can grab and return them effortlessly. On the other hand, things you use less often, like seasonal decorations or spare blankets, can live higher up or deeper inside a cabinet. By respecting how often we use things, we naturally build a rhythm that keeps our home in harmony. At first, it might take a bit of thought deciding where each thing belongs, but soon it becomes second nature. Once putting items back feels easy, your home almost tidies itself. There's no mental battle, no guilt over mess, just quiet flow. I've come to see that when our surroundings are in order, our thoughts follow. Giving everything a home is like giving yourself peace of mind. You know where things are and they know where to return. It's such a gentle, mindful act, yet it changes everything. So next time you clean, don't just move things around. Ask yourself, where does this belong? Once every object has a home, you'll notice how much lighter your days feel. No more searching, no more stress, just the quiet joy of knowing that everything big or small has found its place. But what if you feel like you just don't have enough space? Don't worry. The secret isn't in having more room, but in using what you already have wisely. Let's talk about how to create smart storage spaces that make life easier every day. Next, we're diving into smart storage spaces. Have you ever looked around your home and thought, if only I had more space? I used to think that too. I dreamed of a bigger apartment, more shelves, more closets. But one day I realized it wasn't space I was lacking, it was smart space. Creating storage isn't about having more room, it's about learning how to make the most of what you already have. The truth is, clutter often hides in the corners we ignore. Once I started looking closer, I found so many forgotten spaces under the bed, behind the door, even the side of the fridge. When used wisely, these little corners can completely transform the way your home feels. The first thing I did was divide my drawers and cabinets into smaller sections, using boxes, trays, or even recycled containers. Suddenly, the chaos inside vanished. My makeup stationery and cleaning tools all had their own little zones. It felt like giving structure to what used to be a blur of stuff. The beauty of this trick is that it doesn't just save space, it saves time. You know exactly where everything belongs, and putting things back becomes almost effortless. Next, I started to use the hidden areas like the space under my bed and beneath tables. I stored extra bedding in vacuum bags under the bed and placed baskets under the desk for documents and cords. These spots were invisible to the eye, but so practical in everyday life. And finally, one of my favorite hacks, using hooks and magnets. I hung utensils in the kitchen hair dryers in the bathroom and even small baskets on the inside of cabinet doors. It not only freed up counter space, but also made cleaning easier. When everything hangs neatly, you can wipe surfaces in seconds, no moving piles of items around. The secret of smart storage is balance, finding solutions that make your home feel open, not crowded. You don't need fancy furniture or expensive systems. What you need is awareness, noticing spaces that can work harder for you. Now, every time I walk through my home, it feels lighter, not because it's bigger, but because it's organized with intention. Creating smart storage space isn't just about tidying up. It's about giving your home and yourself a little more room to breathe. Once your storage feels organized and efficient, it's time to make cleaning itself feel easier too. And sometimes all it takes is choosing lighter things, because when your home feels light, your heart does too. Now it's time for less weight, more peace. Have you ever noticed how cleaning sometimes feels harder than it should, not because of the mess itself, but because everything around you feels heavy? Heavy, furniture, bulky, containers, things that require effort just to move before you even start cleaning. That's when I realized The secret to making cleaning easier isn't only about how we clean, but also what we choose to keep around us. One of my favorite principles for maintaining a neat, peaceful home is simple: keep it light. I mean this both literally and emotionally. Choose items that are easy to move, light in weight, and simple to manage. When your surroundings feel lighter, so does your energy. Suddenly, cleaning no longer feels like a burden. It becomes a quick, almost effortless routine. In my own home, I've learned to favor things like folding tables plastic, or rattan chairs, light plates and bowls, and fabric storage boxes. These may sound ordinary, but they've made a big difference in how I approach cleaning. I can easily lift, move, or rearrange them when vacuuming or wiping surfaces. There's no need to struggle or ask for help just to move one chair or one box. The result: I spend less energy, get things done faster, and even feel more motivated to tidy up regularly. There's also a psychological side to this idea. A lighter environment naturally creates a sense of calm and flexibility. When your home feels airy and uncluttered, you feel more in control. Cleaning stops being work and starts feeling like a refreshing reset, a way to care for your space and yourself. It took me a while to let go of the mindset that heavier or more solid things mean better quality. Nowadays, I value ease and practicality more. My space feels friendlier, brighter, and more manageable. And the best part, I no longer dread weekend cleaning. It's become something I actually enjoy. So if you ever feel weighed down by the thought of cleaning, maybe it's not you that's tired, it's your environment asking to be simplified. Try switching to lighter furniture, smaller containers, or even minimalist decor. You might be surprised how this simple change transforms not just your home, but also your mood. And speaking of lightness, one of the most powerful ways to make your home feel spacious and calm isn't by adding more, but by leaving some space empty. Let's see how less can truly feel like more. Up next, we'll talk about leaving space makes your home feel bigger. Have you ever walked into a room and felt instantly calm even if it wasn't spotless? Chances are that space followed what I like to call the 70% rule. It's one of the simplest yet most powerful principles I've learned in keeping my home tidy and peaceful. Keep only about 70% of your surfaces occupied and leave the rest open and free. I used to believe that a beautifully decorated home meant filling every inch: the shelves, the tabletops, even the corners. Candles here, photo frames, they're a cute little plant somewhere in between. But soon, I realized something. The more I filled, the harder it became to clean. Dust piled up faster, wiping took longer, and somehow my home still looked cluttered, no matter how much I cleaned. That's when I started applying the 70% rule and everything changed. Now my tables usually hold just 1 or 2 decorative pieces. My shelves have breathing space between objects, and my countertops are mostly empty. This little bit of nothingness has a huge effect. My home feels calmer, brighter, and surprisingly larger. Cleaning takes half the time, and I rarely feel overwhelmed by the mess anymore. The same goes for the floor. I keep enough open space to move freely and vacuum easily. That sense of openness isn't just visual, it's emotional. It makes me feel like I can breathe, think clearly, and actually enjoy being home. There's also something deeply freeing about realizing that you don't have to fill every corner. Empty space is not a sign of lack, it's a sign of balance. It's what allows your favorite things to truly shine. A single vase on a table can draw the eye far better than a crowded display ever could. When I share this rule with friends, they often laugh and say, "But my table looks so empty." I smile and tell them, "Give it a week. You'll love how easy cleaning becomes and how peaceful your home feels." And sure enough, they always come back saying it's one of the best changes they've made. Now let's explore the power of the Seiri-Seiton rule. When it comes to keeping a home truly tidy, I've learned one simple truth: you can't organize clutter. No matter how many baskets, boxes, or labels you buy, it all starts with one essential step: decluttering first. This principle is at the heart of the Japanese method known as Seiri-Seiton. It's more than just cleaning, it's about redefining your relationship with the things you own. Seiri means sorting and letting go of what you don't need. Seiton means arranging what remains in a way that makes your life easier. These two steps go hand in hand. You can't truly organize until you've simplified first. When I first started applying this idea, I realized how many things I had been keeping just in case. Drawers full of unused cables, clothes I swore I'd wear again someday, half-empty bottles of lotion, random kitchen gadgets. It wasn't that I was messy, I was just holding on to too much. So I began small. I started with my study desk. I took everything out and made 4 groups: things I use often, things I might use, things I haven't touched in months, and things that were clearly broken or unnecessary. The first group went right back into their rightful spots. The second group, my maybe items, went into what I call my decision box. I promised myself I'd revisit it after a month. Most of those items never left that box again. It was eye-opening. By removing the excess, I found that cleaning became effortless. My drawers finally closed smoothly, and I could actually see and use the items I loved. It wasn't just about neatness, it was about mental clarity. A decluttered space truly creates a calmer mind. I've learned that it's best to start from the easy spots, maybe your desk wardrobe or kitchen counter. Each little victory gives you the motivation to continue. Over time, decluttering becomes a natural rhythm, not a one-time task. Remember, tidying is not about perfection, it's about intention. When you own less, every item you keep has meaning and purpose. And that's what truly makes a home feel peaceful and alive. After you've simplified your belongings, maintaining that calm rhythm becomes effortless, especially if you end each day with a small, mindful routine. Let me share a simple habit that takes just minutes but transforms your mornings completely. We're almost there. This is simple nightly routine for a calm home. Every night before I go to bed, I have a small ritual, one that has quietly transformed the way my mornings feel. I call it letting everything go home. It's simple. I spend just 5 to 10 minutes returning things to their proper places before turning off the lights. In the past, I used to collapse into bed at the end of the day, too tired to deal with the mess. A pile of clothes on the chair cups, on the desk notebooks, scattered everywhere. I'd tell myself I'll handle it tomorrow. But the next morning, that same clutter would greet me before my first sip of coffee, and somehow my energy already felt heavier. That's when I realized the way you end your day shapes how the next one begins. So I started small, folding one blanket, stacking books neatly, putting my keys back by the door. It wasn't about deep cleaning, it was about closing the day with calm and order. Over time, those few minutes became something I looked forward to. I'd play soft music, breathe slowly, and simply let my hands move. It felt like giving my home a gentle goodnight hug. The result, mornings became lighter. I woke up to a peaceful space. No visual chaos, no guilt. No, I should have cleaned that last night. My mind felt clearer and my routine became smoother. I realized that tidiness isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. When you do a little every night, the mess never has a chance to grow. There's something deeply comforting about this habit. It's not just about keeping things tidy, it's about self-care. When you return every item to its home, you're also returning your thoughts to rest. You're telling yourself the day is done and everything is where it should be. If you want to try this, start with one small area, maybe your desk or nightstand. Play a calming playlist. Take slow breaths and move gently. Within a week, you'll feel the difference. Your home and your mind will thank you. And finally, beyond routines and storage, there's something deeply personal about how we clean. When we reconnect with our home through touch, using our hands instead of just tools, cleaning becomes more than a task. It becomes a quiet act of mindfulness. And finally, we arrive at our last section, clean with your hands, calm your mind. I used to rely on tools for everything, mops, wipes, machines, until one day I wiped down my desk with a damp cloth and something shifted. I felt the dust disappear under my fingers, and that tiny moment made me realize how disconnected I had been from my own home. When you use your hands to clean to really touch the surfaces, you begin to notice things you'd normally overlook. The rough spot on the countertop, the cool smoothness of the glass table, or the tiny layer of dust behind the photo frame. You don't just see clean, you feel it. That sensation gives you instant feedback, almost like your home is quietly talking back to you saying, "Thank you, I can breathe again." I now make it a small daily ritual. I take a soft, damp cloth and gently wipe the doorknobs, light switches, or the edges of my study desk. These spots gather dirt without us realizing it yet. Cleaning them only takes seconds. As I do, I focus on the movement of my hand, slow, deliberate, almost meditative. It's not just a task anymore, it's a moment of mindfulness. There's a quiet joy in feeling your environment transform under your fingertips. You become more aware, more connected to your space. And that awareness naturally inspires you to take better care of it. The more I clean by hand, the more I understand what clean truly feels like, not sterile or forced, but warm, human, and intentional. So next time you clean, try putting down the mop or the spray for a moment. Pick up a simple cloth, breathe deeply, and use your hands. Feel the texture, the movement, the rhythm of the act itself. You might be surprised how satisfying it is to truly sense the cleanliness you create. Because cleaning isn't just about removing dirt, it's about reconnecting with your home one gentle touch at a time. So those are the 8 simple habits I practice every day to keep my home neat, calm, and easy to maintain. They make cleaning feel almost effortless. No stress, no exhaustion, just a natural rhythm of care. I don't spend hours tidying, yet the difference is visible and lasting. My home stays organized, my mind feels lighter, and every corner seems to breathe more freely. If you're someone who wants to save time on cleaning and keep both your space and your thoughts clear, start small, try one tip at a time. Stay consistent, and soon these habits will blend naturally into your routine. You'll no longer dread tidying up, because your home will begin to stay tidy on its own. No frustration, no overwhelm, just quiet, balance, and peace. And if you're ready to take this feeling further, I have another video you must watch. It is about what to declutter before the holidays begin. It's filled with simple, practical ideas to help you clear space and welcome the new season with lightness and joy. Trust me, you'll want to see it next. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, because you deserve a home that feels fresh, calm, and easy to love every single day.